You are watching Travel World Online.
Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, good afternoon. Welcome to the new episode of Travel World. Now, the world has started moving. This was on a standstill for quite few months, but now this has started moving. Tourism levy, at least in India, domestic travel have started. Home Ministry have announced free movement of interstate and intrastate. ਇਹ ਟੂਰਿਜ਼ਮ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਅੱਛਾ ਸਾਈਨ ਹੈਗਾ, ਪਰ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਘੱਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏ, ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਵਧ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਐਂਡ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਚੈਲੰਜ ਹੈ ਪੀਪਲ ਹੈਵ ਲੌਸਟ देयर ਜੌਬਸ। KPMG ਦੀ ਰੀਸੈਂਟ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਦੇ ਮੁਤਾਬਕ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ 38 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ people will lose jobs in tourism and hospitality industry. और ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਟੂਰਿਜ਼ਮ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ they are in doldrum. ਬੱਚੇ confused ਹੈਗੇ, they should pursue or they stop. This is an important aspect of tourism which we need to discuss. ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈਗੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਮਨੋਹਰ ਸਜਨਾਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ, Dean Faculty of Hospitality and Tourism with Amity University. He is also the president of North India Tourism and Hospitality Congress. Welcome, Dr. Sajnani. What's your take? What you have to say about the situation today?
It is normal condition. It is said that the conditions after the game will be the same as they were before the game. But in tourism, post-COVID is not going to see the same rule of the game. Things will not be the same as they were before COVID. True that they will fall in place after some time. And this sometime is like a dark tunnel. We have entered into dark tunnel, but no one knows where this tunnel is going to end. So it is very uncertain when this darkness is going to get over. But yes, impact is certainly felt and is going to be felt in coming days, months, and maybe a year. But looking beyond a year is like being very pessimistic. This industry has suffered many crises in the past, as we all know, be it 9/11, be it SARS of 2003, be it global economic crisis 2008-9. But tourism has always come back, and it has come back with strong, with strength, with more strength, and number has increased. If I put it this way, that during these all crises of past, we have lost anywhere the numbers. If we play on numbers game, we have lost anywhere between 3 to 3.7 million foreign tourist arrivals during these crises. But this crisis of COVID-19, as per the predictions given by World Tourism Organization, by WTTC, it is going to be huge. Somewhere between 25 to 30% of total foreign tourist arrivals expected in the year 2019-20. Now the thing is that when there is so much of decline in the number, there is going to be loss of revenue also. And this revenue is going to be the tune of 17 to 20%. Now the 17 to 20% is not just number. It is revenue in terms of billions of dollars. Now when we look at a big picture, a macro picture, we feel that across the world, the tourism industry is impacted. It is impacted whether it is hotels, whether it is airlines, whether it is destination management companies. I mean, you name that sector, the segment, whether it is a monument, a guide, escorts. I mean, whether you talk about primary or peripheral component of this industry, everyone is impacted. And when everyone is impacted, it directly has its impact on the employment. When we say it has its impact on the employment, we always think about the new generation, the students who are pursuing their programs, they're pursuing their passion. I call it pursuing the passion. So they have passion for tourism, they have passion for hospitality, they have passion for aviation. Now, what is going to happen with them? Now, if I look at one of the survey which was released in India by a Business of Travel Trade, BOT. Now, according to this survey, if I read out, this survey says that more than 40% of companies, if this lockdown period, if this impact continues from 3 to 6 months within India, 6 months, it is going to be soon. Though we are in the unlock phase, the fourth unlock phase also, but still it is partial lockdown. So if we continue for 3 to 6 months, 40% of travel trade companies will shut down, completely shut down. Another 31% companies will shut down partially. And the remaining 21.3% companies. Now this is important. Only 21.3% companies will be able to survive this setback, this shock of COVID-19. Now the situation comes, let's have a situation where more than 79% companies, travel, hospitality, are shut down completely or partially.
Don't you think, the persons who are losing jobs, they'll be looking for jobs. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੱਚੇ college finish karke aa rahe hain, they'll also be looking job. So there'll be a tough competition between experience and this new generation.
Parallels looking for a job. One is experienced set of people, might have been working in those companies for maybe decades, maybe 2 decades. Those who have acquired, experience on the ground, and there's another set of people, those who are fresh graduates, and either they have passing out in 2020 or 2021. Both are in the critical phase. Now there is a third set of people, who are shunned out by the employers globally. Maybe they have lost their job in US, maybe they have lost their job in UK, Spain, Italy, France. Now they are also coming back thanks to Vande Bharat mission, campaign of the government of India, Ministry of Civil Aviation. They are bringing them back. Now when these people also land up here and they look for a job, so ultimately who is impacted most is the new batch. So you rightly said it is going to pose a serious challenge to the students who have either passed out this year or passing out from the institutions, from the portals of various universities next year. Now, what is the number? The number is not small. The number is approximately, as per the calculations of the various educational bodies, universities. We have approximately 100 universities offering courses in tourism and hotel management. We have approximately 160 institutions offering diploma programs and degree programs in hotel management. The total number comes down to 65 to 70,000 people, students. Now these 65 to 70,000 students of this year and next year, cumulative, makes it approximately 1.5 lakh.
The situation is worst. What will be the role of institution at this stage?
As an academician, as an institution, to equip them with that extra value that they can compete with the employees, working employees who are now jobless from the industry. Number two, those who have come from outside and they're looking for a job in India. So we have to equip our students, current batches of students, with those extra values, with those extra skills that they are marketed, that they become marketable. And not even a single student should remain jobless. That is the duty of every university and institution. As a member of, I represent Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, Noida, and I look after the campuses in Noida, Greater Noida, Lucknow, Dubai, and Tashkent. So what we have done is we have overhauled our curriculum. And this we have done not now. The moment we felt that, from February onwards, that it is going to have its larger impact. So we have overhauled our curriculum. We have integrated in our curriculum technology-driven tools, because we know after COVID-19, when the use of technology has become such widely used at scale. Now we have got so many tools now. People were not knowing those tools, but now since we are doing this on Zoom, I am using Cisco WebEx. I am using Google Meet. I am using Geo Meet. And every student, I am engaging students to organize my meet. So, getting hands-on training on such tools was not required in the past. I often say that, this technology revolution, internet revolution, which we were expecting sometime in 2025, 2025, though 21st century started in 2000. But then this is actual beginning of 21st century. And so we have preponed that internet revolution. I think we are experiencing another revolution after good 25 years. I believe when we had mobile revolution, now we have the internet revolution. So students have to know how to use this technology effectively. Another point why they should know it, because I was reading, the countries which have started coming in. See, when I said business will change, processes will change. Now, business will change, process will change. So that means my product will change. Nature of my product will change. When the nature of my product will change, that means I have to align my product with the current need of my, and we should remember, the hunger for travel will never die. Will never die. I'll give you example, small example of China. What China did? China extended their May holiday. Normally they used to have from 1st to 3rd of May. Now they extended by 2 days, from 1st of May to 5th of May. You will be amazed to know that, they have experienced 115 million trips during 5 days. 115 million trips. I mean, when I say 115 million trips, that means a huge revenue has come in. When I say huge revenue has come in, it has two perspectives. One is it shows how much confidence people, are experiencing, gaining within their government, within their stakeholders. And second is money is back in circulation. When money comes in circulation, employment generation, employment happens.
Professor, when you say the way people travel will change, what do you mean by that?
There'll be more of solitary travel. Forget about group travel. I mean, you are right when I think of that, the same travel, now we are new normal. So normal will come back after 3 years or 4 years, But till that time, yes, travel will be there. It will be more of solitary travel. People will travel with their family, with their small group of friends, but that big groups of 500, 1,000, 5,000 is not going to come back. So let's forget about FIT, the GIT. We talk about FIT only. So FIT, but then FIT will travel. But then where will they travel? Now this is an important area. Every student need to have that particular, the skill for research. Now they have to study the changing travel behavior, how travel behavior is changing, and which of the part of the globe is least affected, unaffected. Whether I talk about Latin America, Middle East, I talk about certain geographical areas which are least affected or unaffected. So if I'm talking about inbound tourism, see, we are talking about travel bubble, air bubble. Now what are these two terms? These two terms are when two countries build up confidence, between them, and they allow travel between these two countries, be it Australia and New Zealand, be it Estonia, Lithuania. They are building up that confidence between themselves, and they're allowing travel. Now US has allowed flights from India, so that air bubble has appeared. So they are building up the confidence. So travel is going to happen, but nature of travel will change. The good part of this crisis is what I call is blessing in crisis is that Asian region, which has never paid attention to that personal hygiene and security factor as a main component of the product, as a main component of the process. When I said processes are going to change, so this is going to be a driving force. Focus on your personal hygiene, and you are no longer going to welcome your guest with a garland or with a welcome drink. forget it, is the past. Now you are going to welcome them with a mask and with a sanitizer. I mean, the things are going to change. So new processes are going to be in place where there's least of human contact, human touch. I mean, smile you can't see because I'm wearing a mask. Smile now, service to smile will no longer be a service factor. So, things are going to change soon. But students of these institutions like ours the curriculum has to undergo drastic change. I often say that communication is going to play a very effective role. Previously, we have never paid importance to communication. See, in Amity, we have been talking about business communication, technical communication. We have been talking about, communication right from the beginning because we know that communication is going to play important part.
Here we go.
Yeah. See, the curriculum redefining means that we have to now develop a curriculum which is holistic in its sense. That means the student is able to understand the needs, specific changing needs of the behavior of the new normal tourism. That means when I say now more and more people will be traveling not for leisure, but they will be traveling for experience. Now, experience in which areas? It is wellness tourism, it is sustainable tourism, it is eco-tourism. Now, for each types of tourism will have a specific requirement. They need a specific, demand set. So according to demand set, we have to provide them the skill sets also, the supply side of it. So that means those specific needs of the travelers, it need to be understood, the traveler behavior to be understood, and then we have to build up that confidence in the customer that yes, I am there to give you safe and secure destination product. And that is how I am proposing through my social media campaigns. When I say use of technology, I am using social media to communicate that I offer a safe product.
Professor Sajnani, tell me one thing. In this new normal,
Yeah.
don't you think there's a subject of human behavior? Now we need to teach our students human behavior.
Yeah.
Now, what will be the demands, thoughts of another person?
Yeah.
So the moment you understand human behavior, you know what he's expecting.
See,
Once you know the expectation, you can serve them better.
Yeah. See, when I say, that every student now need to develop research skills. They have to study. They have to study because earlier we were talking about only those destinations which were giving us majority of the business in India. For example, Europe. Now, I used to study the behavioral pattern of European tourists, maybe Spanish, maybe French, maybe Italian. How do they react and what are their liking, dislikings? Now, those destinations are badly affected. The economies are badly affected, and it will take them time to, generate that kind of tourism for us. So now we are looking for new destinations, maybe Mexico, say maybe some other destination which are actually least affected, maybe African continent, where the impact is less. So we have to study their now requirements, they have expectations, and a student has to develop that. I often say, that in the post-COVID period, a student should not worry on who will hire me, but they should think why he should or she should hire me. So what is my USP? I mean, what I'm carrying with me as an additional value to that company. So I have to develop that value within me and to transfer this to that person, communicate to the person. Look, if you are hiring me, I am bringing this extra value for you. So that way, I often tell my students, in Amity also, and wherever I deliver, that the best way of, learning, understanding the profile of the company with whom I want to work is getting connected through social media with them, maybe through LinkedIn, develop your contact and understand their product, how their product is changing, how they're aligning their product with the current changing situation. And then you align your personality, your CV by doing extra courses. See, on today online, there are so many options available through open learning resources. I have to develop myself as a student because if I pass out next year, so they'll ask me, look, we need these skills. Have you acquired? So this I have to tell them that yes, and not on one day. Regularly, I have to get in touch with the company, the people who are decision makers in those companies, that look, I am the right person you're looking for, you're hunting for. So stop your hunt and invest in me by developing me. See, I mean, that behavior also, that student behavior has to change. Now jobs are not easy. Jobs are not easy. I have to really earn my
Even
job.
businesses are not easy no more.
Yeah, yeah. So I have to
It's a tough word now. What's your closing remark?
हम एक ऐसे पॉइंट पे हैं, हमें जहां से शुरू करना है. इसका मतलब है शुरू करना है मतलब हमें कुछ नया करना पड़ेगा. हमें दोबारा एक जंप मारने के लिए, जैसे हम देखते हैं जब हमें जंप मारनी होती है तो हम बड़ी तेज से सांस लेते हैं और फिर जंप लगाते हैं. तो वो एक लंबी सांस भरनी है हमने जंप लगाने के लिए. वो लंबी सांस क्या है? न्यू स्किल सेट्स. न्यू स्किल सेट्स, चाहे वो टेक्नोलॉजी के हों, चाहे वो कम्युनिकेशन के हों, चाहे वो बिहेवियरल साइंस के हों, चाहे वो मार्केट रिसर्च के हों, चाहे वो प्रोडक्ट डिजाइनिंग के हों.
Well said. Well said. Thank you. It's worth clap.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Sajnani. It was really nice to have you with us today. It was really a learning experience. Friends, today we have Mr. John Verghese. He is a technocrat, CEO of Street Goozers. Street Goozers is a revolutionary platform, or we can say one-stop solution for hoteliers. Let's ask Mr. Verghese. Welcome, Mr. Verghese. What this platform is all about?
We have made a technology to support the hospitality industry because I am basically from a village and I have seen the village called Munnar. And I have seen the way the village has transformed from a village to a tourist destination. Okay, so I have grown up like that. So my dream was to like make a technology to give to the accommodation providers across the globe and move and make all the villages and the small town cities in the world to become a tourist destination. That was a plan behind it. And the person who has done the technology along with me has also the same dream. And he was my colleague for last 5 years. He's a CTO for the company, and we have one more director. So he's also from the same travel background. So all the three, we had the same dream. So CTO is Mr. Deenat Sharma, and the other director is Shakti Velu, and myself is John Verghese, and we made the technology. And the platform, what we offer is like we stand in between the hotel and the customer. So we connect all the channels. So for a hotel, the ways of getting business is through online platforms, offline platforms, direct bookings, walk-in customers, travel agents, and many more corporates. Okay. So all these things will be connected through our system to the hotel. So we support all the channels to make sure that we are giving the right technology to the hotels to connect with them. So if a hotel is not having online presence, they use my technology and they can connect to all the online platform across the globe. We have connected with more than 2,500 online travel agencies across the globe. And we have a system which makes actually the hotel to do the check-in, check-out system in a very faster way. And we followed the UI of Facebook, you can say. That means we penetrated to the small tier cities of the world. And we knew that the people there are not tech savvies. And they know how to use Facebook, but they want to use able to use a technology. So we made a technology which is exactly similar like Facebook. So anybody using my system, we claim that he can learn the system in 15 minutes time. So and it's a very user-friendly one, and it can be used in any device like mobile or laptop or tablet or anything like that. And in the first year, first month, that is December, when we launched the product, we got around 100 plus hotels signed up immediately, and we got very good response on that. And in February, we became, I think, around 222 hotels. And unfortunately, by March, the hospitality industry got a doom because of the COVID. So it went down a little bit. So now we are picking up. It is showing very positive signs from last 1 month. We are signing up more than 15 hotels in a day from different parts of the world. And I think from India, it is taking a little time. I think by October, it will be normalized. Till that time, I think other countries like Malaysia, Thailand, everybody is picking up now.
Great. Perfect. Say, I'm a hotelier. So why Street Goozer?
Previously, there were technologies. to connect you with, for example, if you want to connect your hotel with an online platform, you need to have something called channel manager. And channel manager only will distribute the inventory. It will not give you a front office system. So if you want to take a front office system, again, you have to take a new technology. And there is something called rate shopper. On what benchmark you will keep the price for your hotel? You should know your competition price also, right? Again, for that, you have to take a different technology. And how will you manage your reviews online? For that, again, you have to take one more technology. So these technologies, you'll have multiple login IDs and multiple technologies which are not user friendly. And you'll end up paying nothing less than, I think, maybe $300, $400 in a month if you take these different technologies. So we mixed everything in one unit, and we made it like an all-in-one platform. So everything can be managed from one side.
Okay. So now I have to go nowhere. I have got a person who will give me technology, who will sell my product as well.
That's it. You just have to sit and do the check-in, check-out. Rest everything is automated.
Okay. Even the marketing part is taken care.
Everything. We have a different department in our company called the Power Cruiser. We have revenue experts. So in case if a hotel needs a support from the backend through an expert, we can assign one expert for those hotels who don't know how to manage the revenue. So that also will be handled from here. So for example, you say StreetCruiser is a one-stop solution for a hotelier.
Thanks, John. Thanks to be with us. All the best. अमेरिका ने एक एडवाइजरी जारी की है हिंदुस्तान ਲਈ कि it's not safe to go to India. Let's ask Mr. Subhash Goyal. Mr. Subhash Goyal is the Honorary Secretary, Faith, and Chairman, Stick Travels. Sat Shri Akal, Mr. Goyal. गोयल साहब है जी एडवाइजरी जारी की अमेरिका ने ਇਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਕੀ ਇੰਪੈਕਟ ਪਏਗਾ ਔਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ
ਜਿਹੜੀ ਰਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਸ਼ਨ ਲਾਈ ਹੈ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਐਡਵਾਈਜ਼ਰੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਕਾਨੂੰਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਤੋਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ ਇਹ ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਕ ਇਹਦਾ ਕਾਰਨ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੇਸਿਸ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਵੱਧ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹ ਕੌਸ਼ਨ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਅਮਰੀਕਨ ਪਾਸਪੋਰਟ ਹੋਲਡਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਬਟ ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਅਗਰ ਚਾਈਨਾ ਨਾਲ ਲੜਾਈ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਹਰ ਮਾਮਲੇ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਇੱਕ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਟੇਜਿਕ ਪਾਰਟਨਰ ਹੈ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦਾ ਪਰ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਐਡਵਾਈਜ਼ਰੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਪਿਓਰਲੀ ਬੇਸਡ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੀਕਾਸ਼ਨ ਉੱਤੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਆਦਮੀ ਆਏ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਏ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਐਡਵਾਈਜ਼ਰੀ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਰਿਕਵਰੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈ ਕੇਸਿਸ ਤੋਂ ਅਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਧੀਰੇ ਧੀਰੇ ਸਿਚੁਏਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਠੀਕ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਐਡਵਾਈਜ਼ਰੀ ਵੈਸੇ ਰਿਮੂਵ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗੀ ਪਰ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਹਾਲਾਤ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੇ ਹੋਰ ਸੁਧਰਨੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਚੀਵਮੈਂਟ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਿ ਕੰਪਲਸਰੀ ਕੁਆਰੰਟਾਈਨ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਅਗਰ 96 ਆਵਰਸ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਟੈਸਟ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੋਰੋਨਾ ਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਕੁਆਰੰਟਾਈਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਹੋਟਲ 'ਚ ਜਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਅਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਕਾਸ਼ਨ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵਰਤਣੀ ਹੈ ਘਰ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੇ ਦਿਨ ਔਰ ਮਾਸਕ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਸੈਨੀਟਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਕਾਸ਼ਨਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਪੂਰੀ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ 'ਚ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਓ ਹਰ ਤਰਫ ਇਕਨੋਮਿਕ ਐਕਟੀਵਿਟੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਐਂਡ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਨੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਯੂਰਪ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਫਲਾਈਟਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਹੁਣ ਮਿਡਲ ਈਸਟ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਊਥ ਈਸਟ ਏਸ਼ੀਆ ਨਾਲ ਫਲਾਈਟਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਅਫਰੀਕਾ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਫਲਾਈਟਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਧੀਰੇ ਧੀਰੇ ਪੂਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਬਿਮਾਰੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਹਿਣ ਮਤਲਬ we have to learn to live with this disease ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਟਿਊਬਰਕਲੋਸਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਲੋਕ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਫਲੂ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਕਿਸਮ ਦਾ ਫਲੂ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੀਕਾਸ਼ਨ ਵਰਤਣੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੀਕਾਸ਼ਨ ਵਰਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਹੈ ਕਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ 에ਅਰਲਾਈਨ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਗੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰੈਗੂਲਰ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ
ਦੇਖੋ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਸਤੰਬਰ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਛ 에ਅਰਲਾਈਨਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਗੀਆਂ 10-15 ਦਿਨ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਡੈਫੀਨੇਟਲੀ ਸਤੰਬਰ ਦੇ ਐਂਡ ਤੱਕ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੀ 에ਅਰਲਾਈਨਾਂ ਧੀਰੇ ਧੀਰੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਗੀਆਂ ਅਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਰੇਲਵੇ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜੂਗੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੁਣ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਲਿਵ ਵਿਦ ਦਿਸ ਡਿਜ਼ੀਜ਼ ਇਹੀਓ ਸਿਚੁਏਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਡਰਨ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਹਦਾ ਕਿਉਰ ਵੀ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਹੀ 76-77% ਲੋਕ ਕਿਉਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ 15-20% ਡੈਥ ਹੋ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਉਨ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਡਿਜ਼ੀਜ਼ ਤੋਂ ਸਫਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਹਾਰਟ ਤੋਂ, ਲੰਗ ਡਿਜ਼ੀਜ਼ ਤੋਂ, ਕੈਂਸਰ ਤੋਂ, ਡਾਇਬੀਟੀਜ਼ ਤੋਂ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਸਫਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਡਿਜ਼ੀਜ਼ ਨਾਲ। ਬਾਕੀ ਤਾਂ ਸਭ ਰਿਕਵਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਤੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੀ ਪਾਪੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਲਓ 1.3 ਬਿਲੀਅਨ ਤੇ 1% ਵੀ ਕੋਰੋਨਾ ਵਾਇਰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਫੈਕਟਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਪਾਪੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈ, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਨੰਬਰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨੇ।
Any message for our viewers, Mr. Goel?
ਉਹਦੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਬਗੈਰ ਪੱਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਿਲਦਾ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਰੱਬ ਤੇ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਰੱਖੋ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਰੱਖੋ, ਪ੍ਰੀਕਾਸ਼ਨ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਰਹੋ। God helps those who help themselves। ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕਦਮ ਯੂ ਥਰੋ ਕੌਸ਼ਨ ਟੂ ਦ ਵਿੰਡ। ਪ੍ਰੀਕਾਸ਼ਨ ਲਈ ਜਾਓ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਟਰੈਵਲ ਕਰਨ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਦਿੱਕਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਕਈ ਹਜ਼ਾਰ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਟਰੈਵਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਤੇ ਟੂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਆਲਸੋ। ਤੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਪ੍ਰੀਕਾਸ਼ਨ ਰੱਖੋ। ਕੋਵਿਡ ਦਾ ਟੈਸਟ ਰੈਗੂਲਰਲੀ ਕਰਾਈ ਜਾਓ। ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਟੈਸਟ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਹੈ ਤੇ 96 ਆਵਰਸ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਟਰੈਵਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਕੁਆਰੰਟਾਈਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਊਗਾ।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਗੋਇਲ, ਥੈਂਕਸ ਅ ਲੋਟ। ਅਗਲੇ ਹਫਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਮਿਲਾਂਗੇ ਇੱਕ ਨਈ ਹਸਤੀ ਨਾਲ। तो keep watching Travel World।
You are watching Travel World Online.